Where does inappropriate fit in when a child's life is at issue? When Star was sick, Todd asked me to take care of her, and I agreed. It's not like some higher purpose could be served by allowing the sins of the father to be visited upon the child. I know this is a tough decision to make. All I can do is suggest that you ask yourselves the same questions that I ask myself.
How long is he?
Dr. Saybrook's point is hard to argue.
Which is precisely why I asked her to come here and speak to you. This research project wouldn't just benefit Todd's daughter, it would benefit all the children afflicted with aplastic anemia, not to mention the enormous credit and prestige it would bring to the university itself.
It's really difficult to find any fault with Todd's offer.
Well, it looks like we have a lot of details to discuss, Mr. Mann.
You say when, I'll try and be there.
We'll be in touch. And barring any strong objections, I see no reason for us not to move forward.
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
If we're going to move forward, I think we should do it quickly.
Mrs. Lloyd, Victoria.
Evan, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us.
Goodbye.
Appreciate it. God bless you and thank you.
Yes, Marty, thank you. You did the impossible.
Todd, please try to speak with Blair again about the bone marrow transplant.
Yeah, but
Don't let her fear get in the way. It may turn out to be the best thing for Star. I gotta go.
Marty, thanks again. I'll never forget it.
Okay.
Yes, thank you, Marty.
You're welcome.
Marty, wait, there's something that I need to tell you. I know that it was hard for you to come here today, especially after the way Blair treated you. And I wanted you to know that I appreciate it.
I'm doing this for Star, not you.
Dorian, actually, you would know this. Can I get tested as a possible bone marrow donor at Lambview Hospital, or do I need to go somewhere with special facilities?
No, it's basically just a blood test, and you should be able to do it here.
Good. You know something? This is really quite extraordinary.
What is?
You and I have had a near normal exchange. In fact, we've gone pretty much most of the day without any serious unpleasantness.
Crisis changes people.
It does, doesn't it? I think we're going to be in for quite a long haul with Star, and you and I are going to have to pool our efforts to get our families tested as possible donors. So do you think we could continue the détente for a while? Civility has an awful lot going for it, even if it's just for the sake of a child.
For Star's sake, of course.
RC, diet right.
So what's the holdup? Either my bone marrow is compatible with Star's or it's not.
You'll get the results as soon as the lab has them.
Marty, I was here for this test at the crack of dawn.
A bone marrow transplant may end up being exactly what Star needs. But in the meantime, she's been stabilized. There's no need to be impatient.
Look, I'm impatient, all right? I want to find out if I'm going to be the donor before everybody else shows up. Vicky and Dorian and whoever else from the family they can drag into this.
You act like you don't want their help.
No, I want to be the one who helps. Besides, nobody else from the family has to be tested. Maybe nobody will say anything about all this to Blair.
Well, wait a minute. Blair doesn't know you're being tested?
She has enough to worry about.
She's gonna think I'm pushing my own medical agenda.
What am I supposed to do, Marty, huh? Sit on my hands and wait for her to wake up? When Blair found out that people recover from aplastic anemia without a bone marrow transplant, she grabbed onto that. She latched onto it like it was a life jacket on a sinking ship. Now she doesn't want her kid, she says, to have a bone marrow transplant.
I agree. The treatment may be risky, but it's also the best treatment available for aplastic anemia.
Well, that's why I'm here.
Yeah, you should talk. Whatever you two decide to do. The test results should be ready. I will take you there. Todd?
Sometimes I mean, my little girl is so sick. And all I can do is take a blood test.
Time for...
You look lost.
Yeah, I am lost. This room I was looking for just disappeared. I mean, who designed this hospital anyway? David Copperfield?
Well, if you could tell me where you need to go.
I'm looking for the guy who runs the donor program.
Right. So at the end, you make a left, then another left, and you proceed to room 151 on your right, past the coffee machine. Okay?
Yeah. Blair, hi.
Hi.
What are you doing here?
Well, I'm not sure. I got this phone call from the donor program administrator. Said something about a meeting postponed 30 minutes or something. Well, what's going on? What meeting?
Nothing. It's got nothing to do with you. I'm the one who's got a meeting with him.
Without me?
Yeah, I wanted to ask him a few questions by myself. Is that a problem? Look, Blair, we're not twins, all right? We're not even... All right. I guess you have a right to know.
Well, thank you so much, Todd.
I wanted to talk to him about widening the search for a bone marrow donor. Going national if we had to.
Well, wait a minute. I mean, even if we eventually look into this transplant thing, I mean, shouldn't we look into Star's closest relative first?
Nobody matched.
You already checked everybody out, and you didn't tell me?
Look, Blair, you're the one that didn't want to talk about a transplant, remember?
Doesn't give you the license to go behind my back.
I'm Star's father. I am doing what's best for my daughter.
Whether her mother likes it or not. Well, you know what, Todd? I don't like being lied to.
I wasn't lying to you, Blair. I just didn't think you could handle the truth. Look, Blair, I saw what all this transplant talk did to you, all right? So I figured that I would get things started and then maybe you wouldn't have to worry about it until later. I mean, that was my plan anyway.
Look, Todd, you don't need to protect me. I'm supposed to be protecting Star.
Look, I just thought maybe this was my chance to carry the ball for a while.
We have to do this together, all of it. It's the idea that Star would even be sick enough to have a bone marrow transplant is hard to take.
Yeah?
Well, I just want to be a part of what it's done to her and for her, all right? And look, I'm not going to hide anymore. And I don't think you should hide any of it from me either. Even though I know that you meant well, I know that you did.
Did you?
No. Thanks. No, I don't have my movie.
It's me. Oh. Briggs, why you call me? You're supposed to be at the courthouse. Are you what? Alex Hesser? Well, you don't say. Well, I guess you won't have trouble finding a front page story then, will you? No, I'm not coming in. I got a few things that I got to take care of. Well, why don't you take care of everything? That's why I pay you so much damn money.
Come on, that sounds interesting. What is it?
No, it isn't. It isn't. It's...
What?
Bob Buchanan dug up Carlo Hesser's long-lost brother, and he said that Alex killed Carlo.
Alex?
I know, that seals it.
Oh, my God.
His son's not going to endorse her for re-election. I guess Hank Cannon really screwed up. And so did I. I'm sorry that I started doing all of this without talking to you first.
Well, Dr. Fairfax should be in his office for the donor program. We shouldn't keep him waiting.
Still only 200.
See that stuff out there? It's called snow. And it's cold and it's wet, but you'll like it better when you're older because it'll keep you from going to school.
When she's older. Hey, sweetie.
Hey, you like the way that sounds, sir?
Very much.
No, Blair. It's gonna be all right.